Hello, and thank you for joining me today. My name is Dr. Emma Adams. I'm a psychiatrist, and in this series of short clips, I'd like to share some tips on staying mentally well during this difficult time. COVID has been a stress on us in many different ways. The fear of us or our loved ones becoming seriously unwell, changes to our employment, the enforced isolation, the unknown. Everyone has a different menu of stress. Over the next series, I'd like to cover as many topics of self-care and psychological well-being as I can, and I'll post them on YouTube as I produce the videos. Please feel free to add in the comments any other topic that you think would be helpful, and please subscribe. Over the next few weeks, I'd also like to begin to construct for you a working model of what our brains do under stress. That way, if we can understand it, we have more mastery over it. But today, first things first. I'd like to start with when we feel like shit. If you're feeling terrible, especially when we're under stress, it's harder for the caretaker part of the brain, our frontal lobes, to take charge so that the basics are left, and that spirals us into feeling even worse. From time to time, I might show you a brain and where things are. So here we go. This is a plastic brain. And the frontal, so this is where it would be on the head. And these parts here, look, these parts here are the frontal lobes. And they're the thinking, judgment, looking after ourselves in a mature way part of our brain. So we'll start with these questions first when you feel awful, or maybe even every day. We're living organisms and we need the basics in order to survive. So the first question is, have you eaten in the last 4 hours? Low blood sugar, when our muscles and organs run out of glycogen, can affect the way we think. Our thinking isn't as efficient as usual. And have you heard the term hangry, meaning hungry and angry? We're less able to modulate our emotional responses. So if you haven't eaten in 4 hours, please go, I'll wait, put me on pause, fix a snack or something to eat. It's better to have complex carbohydrates, something starchy, rather than a sugary snack. Because when you have too much sugar, our blood sugar rises, but then plummets right down again, leaving us sometimes worse than when we started out. Point number 2 is have a glass of water. Sometimes it can really help make us feel better. Our bodies and our brains need sleep. How much sleep have you had recently? Most likely you're not sleeping as well as you did before COVID-19, and there are a lot of reasons for this. Sleep will be another topic I'll cover separately. But if you really are sleep deprived, what about trying a nap? Take a short nap now. Not too long, because you want to be able to get to sleep tonight. But sometimes a nap really helps. I'm going to talk about body in a better way now. Now think about your body. Are you comfortable? Are you in any pain? Do you need to move around to loosen up? Or are there any medications that you need to take that you normally take? Do you need to go to the bathroom? Often when we live very, very stressful lives and we're under stress, we learn to turn off those messages from inside our body. Now's not the time to do it. If you need to go to the bathroom, it can help. Are you feeling too hot or too cold? If so, you might need to want to put a jumper on or take a few layers off. The next thing to check is, are you feeling a bit underwashed, feeling a bit whiffy? Getting clean in the shower and changing your clothes can make a big difference to how you feel. Have you taken all the medication that you regularly take today? It's very important every day to take the medication at the same time as you do each day. It's important, even in this situation, if you are feeling physically unwell, to get it checked out. Now we'll look at your shelter, your environment you're currently in. I don't want to overwhelm you, and I know none of us can leave. So a little tidy up, such as making your bed or cleaning out the sink, can really help to clear the clutter from your mind. But just don't go overboard right now. There's plenty of time. In our environment, the connection with others is very important too. Some people might find that they're getting too much input. They may be at work facing customers or patients who are responding in ways that are abnormal for them due to stress. Or in social media, perhaps they might find some has been rather jagged. You can take a break for a while, and that's important for you and your own mental well-being. Let people know you'll be taking a break, and then just go offline for a while. Other people may be feeling more isolated, and that's understandable. We can reach out through calling a friend, texting a friend, using social media, perhaps organising some face-to-face time on sites on the web such as WhatsApp or FaceTime or Skype or Messenger or Zoom or whatever both suits the group of you. The other thing is, if you're out on the street and you see somebody, COVID isn't catching with eye contact, give a smile and a wave. I can't guarantee that the other person will respond, and be prepared that they may not. But sometimes just that personal human-to-human contact can be very, very reassuring to us as social creatures. So today, if you've achieved balance in your food and fluid intake, temperature regulation, your health, caught up on some sleep, and what's going on in your shelter, your environment, that's a great job. It's taken a lot of work. I'd like to give my acknowledgements to Jace Ha, developer of the You Feel Like Shit interactive game, and of course Maslow's hierarchy of needs. If you need immediate support, if you feel that something's not quite right, that you need to talk to somebody now, or are feeling unsafe, there are numbers that you can contact right now. If you'd like somebody to talk to immediately, then there are quite a few places you can contact. I'll put the numbers up on the screen. The Beyond Blue support service is 1300 22 4636. The suicide callback line in Australia is 1300 659 467. Lifeline is 13 1114, and the Samaritan's crisis line is 135247. Every state and territory also has their mental health crisis teams, and the numbers will be up on the screen now as well. If this is an acute life-threatening emergency, please call 000. Please everybody, take care and stay safe.